Good morning. It is Monday. It is the 15th of July. Our reading is from John 14:16. I will ask the Father, and he will give you another advocate, that he may be with you forever. Now, Jesus made it clear that when he left and he was talking to the disciples, that he would send another advocate, depending on your translation, and he was referring, of course, to the Holy Spirit, and that he would be with them forever. Now, that raises a question about when we go home to be with the Lord, are we still indwelt by the Holy Spirit? But I don't want to even get into that. But there are two truths when we're talking about, well, there's numerous truths, but there's two truths I want to mention when we're talking about the Holy Spirit and his relations to us as believers. First of all, when we accept Christ's payment for our sin, when we become God's children, we are immediately indwelt by the Holy Spirit. He's the one that does the work to soften our hearts so we're willing to accept Christ. And once we do, then he indwells us. And so we all have the Holy Spirit as believers within us. But then there's the filling of the Holy Spirit. And that is the Holy Spirit empowering us to be who God's called us to be, to walk in his ways, to give us the power to accomplish whatever God calls us to do. And that, because it's called the filling of the Holy Spirit, that's the clue that we need to constantly pray to be filled with the Holy Spirit. That also means that we need to deal with the sins in our life, not in terms of eternity, but in terms of our daily walk. We're told we can grieve the Holy Spirit. And when we don't deal with the sins we've committed and ask for forgiveness, then we are not filled with the Spirit. And that's what we need to be who God's called us to be. So if we have any sins that we haven't dealt with, ask for God's forgiveness and recognize that we have sinned, and then ask for the filling of the Holy Spirit. And we should ask for that filling on a daily basis so we can be who God's called us to be today. And accordingly, be filled with the Spirit, and I'll see you again tomorrow.